Hey guys, Joe from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Friday, July 11th, 2014. Today we're going to talk about some eBay and YouTube site issues, as well as a continuing discussion on what's been going on with eBay over the last few weeks. Okay? I decided to throw a few YouTube site issues in this video as well because they are involved with us communicating with each other. Or maybe not communicating, as the case will be. You may have noticed in the last week I put up two videos. One is how to get to your YouTube inbox, and one is how to respond to a YouTube PM. Because a lot of people are having problems, and if you haven't seen those videos, it's important that you check them out. YouTube is really a mess. Ever since they merged with Google, they've done one screw up after the other. It's freaking pathetic. Alright, let's talk about eBay. I want to talk about some glitches with eBay, and I want to start with following each other. Quite a few of you guys experience a glitch when you hit the follow button, where you had to hit it 2 or 3 times or refresh your screen. But the new glitch is now eBay has it set up that you can only follow a certain number of people. I myself cannot follow anybody else. I've reached my limit. Now I'm not sure if the limit is permanent or temporary. That's to be seen. But for a lot of you guys, especially you guys who followed me in the last week, if you're wondering why I'm not following you back, it's because I can't. eBay will not let us. We're only allowed to follow a certain number of people for this time. I don't know if that's going to change or not, but I sure hope it does. Ridiculous. Regarding defects, everybody's up in arms about the defect system, and rightly so. I have been told by eBay customer service, somebody at eBay, that eBay is going to make an announcement on April 20th regarding the defects and how they're going to tweak the system, and if I understand it correctly, they're going to change a few of the current situations that now result in automatic defects into not resulting in automatic defects. For example, a guy opening an item not received case when the tracking number clearly shows it's been delivered to his house, like happened to me and happened to a bunch of you guys. This is long overdue, and it's only common sense. The only thing that I don't understand is why they waited so long. A lot of people have been complaining about how the traffic has slowed up over the last few weeks, especially in the Facebook groups, and I agree with them. Traffic has slowed up. Many people are saying they're not selling anything at all. I, thankfully, am not going to tell you that. I've been selling stuff every day. But there's one thing I predicted to you guys, and I was more right than I expected. I said to you, July 3rd to July 6th will be the kiss of death. Nothing's going to sell. And I was very slow, and I expected that, and I pretty much expect you guys were too. If you have any comments about that, you know what to do. But what I'd like to highlight on is something that I really didn't think about, that I should have. I have to try and put this tactfully. When holidays come around, the people with all the money go away. And what's left? So, I have to tell you that on or around July 4th, I made 2 sales, and both fell through. Mother of Christ, I'm telling you, people do not read. Recently, I showed you a banner my friend Chris made for me that clearly says you're only getting 1 hubcap for $39.95 with free shipping. Well, this clown actually thought he was getting all 4. He signed up with an eBay guest account, and we talked about these guest accounts last week. specifically to bid on my item. Paid for it. waits 2 days, then contacts me off eBay and says, when are you sending out my 4 hubcaps? When in fact he only bid on 1 hubcap. I said to him, listen, you only bid on 1, there's only 1 in the picture. And why you contact me off eBay anyway? You bought it on eBay, you should contact me through eBay. And he writes back, only 1? Why is that? I thought I was getting all 4. I said, hey pal, if you want a refund, it's no problem, I can do that. But we're going to do it on eBay. Alright? I am not going to get zinged with a defect. So I made him contact me through eBay. He didn't read, of course. And in this case, I am going to put a link below to that very auction. I want you guys to check it out. And I got to be honest with you. I knew right away when this guy did the buy it now that it was going to be a problem. Because it's for a car called the Geo Metro. And for those of you guys who don't know much about that car or cars in general, it's a real junker. I am selling 1 reconditioned hubcap for $39.95. Even though it's a junker of a car, GM made these as real economy cars back in the day. But for some reason GM inflates the price on the parts for the Geo Metro. Consequently, they charge $109 for 1 hubcap, which is ridiculous. So my price of $39.95 for a reconditioned hub with free shipping is a gift. But I knew, when I saw a person who signed on to eBay specifically to buy my hub for a Geo, I said, there's no way he's going to spend $39.95 for 1 hubcap shipped to California. And I was right. In my second nightmare deal of July the 4th weekend, guy does a buy it now on a hub, pays right away. Waits 20 minutes and contacts me and says, cancel the sale. I bid on the wrong item. Now, he didn't say, Joe, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Would you please cancel the sale? He said, cancel the sale. I bid on the wrong item. I knew right away he had low feedback. I said, I'm willing to bet he shopped around afterwards. And sure enough, 20 minutes after he did a buy it now and paid for my item, he found the same item from someone else at a cheaper price. Now, there's nothing wrong with shopping around, guys, but you're supposed to shop before you purchase. So I wrote back to him. I said, I see you purchased the same item from John Smith and an auction number. I let him know that I knew what he did. I said, it was only 20 minutes, so I hadn't shipped anything out. It was the weekend anyway. So I said, no problem. I will send you a canceled transaction form. Now, guys, it took him 20 minutes from the time he bid on my item and paid to the time he said he wanted his money back. Yet, it took him 7 days to respond to the canceled transaction. 7 days versus 20 minutes. All right. I've ranted on that long enough. I have long talked about the fact that I think eBay should have ad hoc committees for each category, whereas groups of sellers who are experts in their field could evaluate claims made by buyers such as item not as described or item counterfeit, that kind of thing. Now, my friend Gary sent me an article regarding coins. It's available on coinworld.com if you want to read it yourself, whereas eBay actually had a committee of coin experts who would oversee the coin listings. And apparently eBay in their wisdom decided to disband this committee and what they call, if I may use their words, streamline the process. Consequently now, it is harder to report counterfeit coins. I myself know nothing about real coins, counterfeit coins, or any coins, so I'm just going by what Gary tells me here. But apparently, Coin World contacted eBay's legal department about this issue, and as of July the 2nd, they had received no reply. So it's sad because, let's face it guys, there are people who report or who list coins fraudulently saying they're something they're not, and it's getting harder to report them. If any of you guys would like to talk about that issue or any other eBay issues, feel free to comment below. I've also had some people complain about their visibility on eBay, saying that their items are not coming up in search. Have you guys also experienced that? If so, I mean, it is slow this time of year by nature. July and August are always the slowest months, but some of the things you could do is try and have as many people as you can follow you. I did a video a few weeks ago about following each other on eBay, and it was a resounding success. I've never had so many people thank me ever. And I'm glad you guys are happy. I'm glad it's working out for you. A lot of you guys have reported positive results. I don't think I've had a single comment or PM from a person reporting negative results. For those of you, if you don't know how to PM me or PM any of your friends, alright, all you have to do is click on your icon. Go to your channel here on YouTube, top right, just click on your icon, alright, then click on Create a Studio. Then on the left side there'll be a column that says Community. Then click on Inbox. Now, if you want to reply to a letter someone sent you, you have to then scroll down and you have to find that particular person, click on their channel, and then click on About, and then click on Send Message. Correct? Now, if you want to send a message to someone who hasn't contacted you in the past, like me for instance, you would go directly to my channel, and on the top you would scroll to the About tab, which is on the far right, I believe. You would click on About, and then you would click on Send Message. And guys, that's about it for today. Kept it short, kept it sweet. Hope I tied up some loose ends for you. I know you guys are going to have some comments about issues here with YouTube and some issues with eBay. eBay also had a problem with stores the other day. I don't know if you guys were searching in your stores, but searches were not coming up. I had this problem myself. I was getting error messages. As of today, it seems to be fixed, but I shake my head in disbelief sometimes, guys. I really do. Anyway, I'm Crazy New York Driver, you're not. Thanks for watching another Friday eBay video. Comments, questions, whatever you got, comment below. Remember guys, I don't really respond to the comments below, but I read every single one of them. Alright? If you need to contact me for something, you have to send me a direct PM, like I explained earlier. I'm Crazy New York Driver, you're not. Thanks for watching. I'm not sure if I did that already, but maybe I just did it again. Rock on guys, and if you need any tutorials made, any requests, comment below.